You're listening to the Manifesting Mamas, the podcast that is all about making your dreams come true. I'm Glenny Rosario, certified transformational self-confidence life coach.
And I'm attorney Mary Cannon, trademark lawyer and business coach. Glenny and I are here to help you unlock your full potential and create the life you've always dreamed of.
Whether you're seeking self-discovery or a total transformation, Manifesting Mamas is the place for the insights and inspiration you need.
Our show will guide you on powerful, proven strategies to help you overcome challenges and manifest all of your desires.
So hello, Mary. How you been?
Glenny, I'm amazing. Like, life is so good. I'm moving up the ranks in my kung fu.
Oh,
I am meditating like crazy. I'm studying Buddhism. I'm feeling so freaking good. How are you, my friend?
oh my God, I'm doing amazing too. I'm working very, very hard on my business, reading a few books.
And your book came out.
Yes, my book came out, so I got sold out the first time. Now I restock again. So I'm very excited about all that.
Oh my gosh, fabulous. And I love the book, Glenny. I love the book.
Oh, thank you so much. And we are on season 2 of our show.
Yes, we are. And it's very, very exciting. How are things going as far as your manifesting capabilities, your meditation? Are you meditating more? Is it getting easier? How's all that going?
I've been meditating every single day. It's been getting really easier because I've been doing it every single day. I've been manifesting stuff. I was actually reading a book today about manifesting. In the book, it was talking about these affirmations. And right away, as soon as I heard the affirmations, I thought about you because we know about this stuff. So I realized that the Bible had affirmations.
Really?
Ask and it shall be given. As you sow, so shall you reap. Seek and you shall find. Knock and it shall be open. All this stuff is from the Bible.
That is crazy.
As you sow, so shall you reap. That's the law of attraction.
It is. And it's just like in Buddhism with the concept of karma.
Exactly.
When it comes to karma, it's not about what you do. It's actually all about what you think.
Exactly what you give out, like what like what are you giving out to the world? That's exactly what you're gonna get back. So, like if you mean to people, if you talk down on people, that's exactly what you're gonna get back. People doing the same thing to you.
It's so true. Well, my meditation practice is going really well too. I've become just as dedicated as you, Glenny. I'm meditating every single morning. You know, I had that 2 minutes and 22 seconds thing, and that has become a piece of cake. So easy. So now I'm doing a little bit longer. Like I like to do 8 minutes. That's still a little more challenging, but it's like I've come so far because I remember when the 2 minutes, 22 seconds, that felt like, oh, I'm having trouble concentrating. And now it's so easy and I feel so good. I feel it like in the middle of my forehead. I just feel like this crazy glow, like my third eye. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, definitely. I definitely feel it. And it's something that I like to do now. Like whenever I finish work and I had a long day, I like to like relax and meditate. I like doing it now, honestly.
And I'm sometimes meditating in the evenings too, especially because my teacher does these Zoom classes in the evening sometimes, and it's a really nice way to relax. And I love some of the metaphors he uses for meditation, the examples that he gives. Like one that I thought made a lot of sense, and I think you'll resonate with this too. He was saying, imagine you're at this really loud, crowded party, and you're just sick of it. You're so ready to leave. You went there with somebody and you can't leave yet, but you see this door across the room and you open the door and oh my gosh, it's a beautiful balcony and there's all this fresh air and the sun is setting. And he's like, that's what meditation is. The door to this sunset, fresh air balcony, and it's available to you at any time.
Exactly. So tell me about this Buddhism you're learning about, because it's like they have the same things. Like the thing I was reading in the book, right? It was talking about setting your intentions, right? So what happens is that when you set your intentions, your brain starts looking for proof to get you to find like opportunities for that intention that you set, right? The Buddhism stuff is like the same way, right?
It is because at the beginning of every meditation, you're supposed to set an intention. A lot of times it's a little more spiritual in nature. So a lot of times you're setting the intention to become enlightened for the benefit of all living beings. And
Yeah.
it's beautiful. It's like
Uh-huh.
you can imagine all the good that you want to put out into the world. And they encourage a lot of other visualizations too. Like one that comes up a lot is imagine your closest loved ones sitting next to you meditating, even your pets. And then from there, think of, your associates at work or, the people you see at the store. And then from there, think even bigger, like who else can you include sitting shoulder to shoulder with you, meditating? And then eventually it's all of humanity. And then it's all the animals in the world and all the insects. And it's like, imagine them all meditating with you. And it's really, really cool.
Oh, that's pretty interesting. I never heard of something like that. But like I said, it's similar to like when you're doing like manifesting when you're trying to manifest something, right? Like when you meditate, you imagine, what you want, you imagine the goal already true, and like enjoying with like the people that you're gonna be enjoying. It's the same thing. All this religion, they talk about the same thing. It's just different names and stuff, different ways of saying it.
Along the same lines of the positive thinking, it's something that comes up in Buddhism just as much as it does in the manifesting world, because both philosophies have so much to do with how the personal growth, the changes on the inside, these are what these are the
Yeah.
internal states that affect and shape your external reality.
Gratitude is another thing that it's common with the when you want to manifest. Like you're supposed to be grateful for what you trying to manifest, even though you before you manifest it. So that's another similar thing.
I think since I've been studying Buddhism, and I mean, you already were so grateful and having this really amazing attitude of gratitude. And the Buddhism has really brought that out in me too, where it's like really appreciating every little thing,
Yes.
which you always inspired me to do also.
That's I read that. I was reading that in the book too. Everything that's worthwhile in our life is free, like our bodies, like our breath, like when we breathe, our ambitions, our intentions, all that stuff, our mind, our soul, our everything, all that is free. And that's what everything is worthwhile in our life, really worthwhile, right? Because we can't make those things. We get it already for free. Do you understand what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I think I do. It's kind of like Buddhism and manifesting and Christianity, they're all emphasizing gratitude as a way to just be more positive. And it's a way to focus on what you have rather than what you don't have. And that's giving you that sense of abundance.
And that's how you manifest more, right? And then in the Buddhism, it's also telling you about
How
gratitude.
about a connection with the present, like being mindful? Because I think when you pray, whatever religion it is, isn't that kind of a way of being mindful, don't you think?
Yeah, when you pray, you're supposed to pray because you want to get connected to God, right? You want to pray because you want to get close to Him. So when you meditate, this is what you meditate to get close to your higher self. When you pray from the Bible, they tell you what to say. You know what I mean? When you are meditating, you are like meditating and you're praying what you
And,
want to say.
we've talked before about the thoughts that come in and they seem to
Hmm.
interrupt the meditating.
Hmm.
And I heard a little tip that I thought was really cool. Basically, these thoughts, you can think of them as people walking by. And it's like, yeah, you notice them and everything, but you're going to follow them down the street? I don't think so. To me, that's a little more, I don't know, relevant than thinking of them as clouds. I never totally understood the whole cloud thing. Thinking of them as someone walking by is a little easier for me to relate to.
It's funny. It's funny that you say that because I was the tip I got was let it come. Like when you meditating and a thought come, and then the thought comes, right, and you notice the thought and you be like, okay, I hear you. Goodbye now,
Goodbye now.
and then you go back to
Not now,
yeah,
maybe later.
yeah, like goodbye now. Now you tell your mind now we're gonna meditate for 10, 15 minutes. You will think about that later. So goodbye, and that has worked for me. Believe it or not, it has worked.
That's
I didn't
awesome.
think it was gonna work, but I mean, it's that that's gonna happen. Like you, that's meditation when you trying to quiet your mind and you cut yourself getting out and putting yourself back and being like, okay, no, let's go back. That's really what meditating is about.
I think it's also a great way to kind of step back and realize how much life is like a dream, which is another really cool concept from Buddhism. But in Buddhism, they tend to call it emptiness, impermanence. Basically, the Buddha, he says that life is very dreamlike, or maybe no more real than a dream. It's kind of like how in manifesting or lucid dreaming, both, they involve this idea that thoughts, intentions, actions, they shape our reality. So if we were to approach life like a lucid dream, where it's like, let me really shape this into anything I want it to be, it's amazing what we could accomplish.
We are all creators. Like we have the creator inside of us. So we can create the life that we want to create. That's one of the things that the Bible says, right? That we all made from like the image of God. So we all have God inside, right? So the universe says we are all creators. We can create what we want to create. Thank you for listening to the Manifesting Mamas. I'm Glenny Rosario, transformational and self-confidence life coach, who specializes in working with women and families. Connect with me at lifecoachglenny.com.
And I'm attorney Mary Cannon, trademark lawyer and business coach. I work with entrepreneurs and creators to protect and grow your unique vision. Find me at marycannon.co.
Remember, Mary and I are here to help you manifest the life you want, just like we did. We have the tools to help you make your dreams come true.
So stay curious, stay motivated, and never stop believing. Until then, we are the Manifesting Mamas. See you next time.
Ciao! I used to be a person that has so many fears. And I mean a lot of fears. I used to be scared like from bugs, germs, to being scared when my son went out with his friends. I mean, it was extreme. I was always under anxiety because I was always thinking the worst of every situation. And all these fears were stopping me from achieving my dreams. And let me tell you, I've always been a dreamer. So I hired a life coach for a year. And in this year of life coach, I was able to learn techniques that help me with letting go of all these fears, helping with my confidence issues, my negative thinking, and my limiting beliefs. Life coaching really changed my life. So I just want to tell people, if you're someone like me, schedule a free call with me and I can help you. The first call is always free and is no commitment. Also, check out my book. It's a great boost of positive thinking for any situation. You can reach me at lifecoachglenny.com.